It's on already.
Yes. Boa tarde. Tá todo mundo ouvindo bem aí? A minha voz é um pouquinho alta para esse microfone, mas enfim. Sejam bem-vindos. Essa oportunidade de ter uma palestra do Sr. Barry Cornell e do Márcio Molina é uma dos eventos do nosso stand aqui na feira, que é um evento importante para a EverSys a cada 2 anos, como parte da nossa divulgação da empresa, das ações de marketing da empresa. O Sr. Barry Cornell vai fazer uma palestra de 20 minutos, versando sobre sistemas de extinção por agente limpo, tanto no VEC quanto FM200, bastante versado sobre produto, e após esses 20 minutos vocês podem fazer perguntas. E na sequência o engenheiro Márcio Molina, ele vai falar sobre fire stopping, que é uma necessidade que deve ser cumprida após a instalação ou para contribuir com o sistema de FM200 ou NOVEC, no sentido de manter a sala selada e manter esse agente dentro da sala. E também vai falar sobre o teste de tranquilidade, que seria a última etapa em se ter uma sala, além de ser protegida ativamente por um sistema de detecção e alarme de incêndio conjugado com um sistema de extinção, também ter a sala com capacidade de manter o gás dela por um tempo mínimo para ser atendida por um agente de segurança, um bombeiro, ou então no mínimo 10 minutos aí, conforme algumas indicações das normas americanas, ok? Fique à vontade para fazer perguntas ao final de cada uma das apresentações. O Barry Cornell, ele é da Janus Fire System, que é o fabricante dos nossos equipamentos, os equipamentos que nós representamos no Brasil, além de outras empresas, e ele vai iniciar, a palestra vai ser em inglês e vocês vão ter a oportunidade de ouvi-la também em português. Obrigado.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to offer my appreciation for everybody coming this morning. Thank you for Claudio for the invitation. First of all, I'd like to give you a brief introduction to Janus Fire Systems and the clean agent systems that we have on offer today. To share a little bit of our background, Janus Fire Systems were founded back in 2008 by 4 individuals with a combined total of about 120 years in the fire protection industry. Prior to that, we were working for a much larger corporation and felt the need for an improvement into the fire protection industry that we'd noticed over a number of years was lacking. Now, to further support the decision of these gentlemen, we had to go out, find a suitable partner with the financial resources, and through their efforts, we were able to find a partnership with a company called Amerex Corporation of Trussville, Alabama in the United States. The Amerex Corporation boasts one of the largest based manufacturers of commercial portable extinguishers, vehicle systems, and restaurant systems. The one thing they were lacking was an engineered product. The 4 individuals behind the Janus team brought that expertise to the Amerex company, and with that industry knowledge and experience, the decision was made to launch the Janus Fire Systems product. Amerex were established in 1971, and as you can see from the slide here, we have about a 300,000 square foot production facility, which includes the Amerex product, and also the Janus clean agent systems. Part of the requirement in today's industry is that we are required to have ISO certifications, which entails not only the management system, but also the manufacturing systems and quality control measures that we have to follow, especially in the United States and the international market. The advantage that has being under one umbrella is we have one management team controlling that quality assurance that our customers come to expect. Today we're just going to give a brief presentation on the clean agent systems, which in particular are Novec 1230 and FM200. Again, following tradition of the international market, we are required to carry the UL FM references. Predominantly in the US, we are governed by insurance companies, which require us to have these certificates. Without these, we wouldn't enjoy the business we have today in the international market. The 3M Novec 1230 firefighting fluid is relatively new into the marketplace, maybe 5 or 6 years back. Extinguishes fires rapidly. We are required by the NFPA guidelines to provide systems to discharge between 5 and 10 seconds. It's extremely safe for personnel. It has a very high NOAL, which is a no observable adverse effect level, with a design concentration of 4.5%. In the beginning of 2012, the NFPA suggested a 30% safety factor, which is a 10% increase of the 20% required in previous years. Hence the design concentration of 4.5. So the actual extinguishing concentration has a much lower level than the 4.5 that we have displayed up there today. Electrically non-conductive. It's recognized at the Significant Alternative Program, commonly known as SNAP. And for the environmentalists out there, it's zero ozone depletion, an extremely low global warming potential, and the key here is an atmospheric lifetime of 5 days. For those of you that may be familiar with the halons that used to be used back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, the atmospheric lifetime of halon, I think, if I'm not mistaken, was about 100 years. So you can see technology has come a long way in the last 20 years. The other option we have as a clean agent is FM200. Also a very human-friendly gas. You can see the design concentrations are a little higher. However, the NOAL is a little lower. Globally recognized as a waterless extinguishing agent. And there are more than 100,000 installations throughout the international market today. Manufactured by DuPont. There are some other agents out there as HFCs 227s. The DuPont agent is commonly known as FM200. Also recognized by the SNAP program as a zero ODP or ozone depletion. Global warming potential of 3220, significantly higher than Novec. And when you're comparing these clean agents to an inert gas such as a nitrogen or an argon or an argonite system, you'll see here that the liquid gases, as we call them, require a lot less containment. The ratio could be as many as 14:1, depending on the size of the hazard. Here we have a simple diagram of a typical arrangement. As you can see, it contains the agent storage components, the cylinder and valve assembly, the distribution components, the actuators, the discharge piping, trim components. This layout actually shows a single cylinder, but where we tandem multiple cylinders together, we call those slave cylinders. The supplemental components, alarm and detection devices, and the release and control panel, and obviously the detectors. When we talk of cylinders, we have to designate a name for them. We have three particular series of cylinders which lend themselves to various sizes of hazards being protected. So in this layout here, you'll see the SV, the MV, and the LV series of cylinders. So it's three ranges. We have a combination of 8 different sizes, ranging from 1 1/4 inch, 2 inch, and 3 inch outlets. Each of the cylinders, as we mentioned earlier on, they're storing a liquid gas. And in order to propel the agent through the discharge piping, we have to super pressurize them with nitrogen to 360 psi. All cylinders are equipped and supplied with identification nameplates, which indicate the fill quantity of the agent, and the net weight of the cylinder.